The solution to this equation is x equals 3 over 26. If you got the answer right, you are well on your way. Let's see how we got that answer. Once again, this is an equation that has fractions in it. Since I don't want to have to add and subtract, multiply and divide a lot of fractions, I can clear the fractions by multiplying through by the least common denominator. The denominators are 6, 2, and 3. The least common denominator is 6. So I have to multiply the equation through by 6. I'm going to skip the step of showing the individual multiplication of the terms. When I multiply 6 times x plus 7 over 6, the 6's cancel out, and I'm left with x plus 7. When I multiply 6 times 1/2 x, 6 times 1/2 is 3, and I have to multiply that by x. When I multiply 6 times 2/3, I get 12 over 3, which is 4. Remember, when I'm multiplying through by the least common denominator, I have to multiply the least common denominator by every term. And that's every term whether there's a fraction in the term or not. So I also have to multiply 6 times 4x, which gives me 24x. Now that I've eliminated all the fractions from my equation, I can combine like terms. On the left side, I only have x plus 7, and on the right side, I have 3x plus 24x is going to give me 27x. And then I have the plus 4. The next thing I want to do, since I like to deal with positive coefficients, is to subtract x from both sides. Even though there's not a coefficient in front of this x, we know that there's a 1 there. So 1x minus 1x gives me 0, and the only thing I have left on the left side of the equation is 7. On the right side of the equation, I have 27x minus 1x gives me 26x plus 4. Now that my variable is on one side of the equation, I want to isolate it by subtracting 4 from both sides of the equation. 7 minus 4 is 3, and that equals 26x. The last step is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of the variable, which is 26. When I do that, I know 26 over 26 is 1, so I have x on the right side of the equation and 3 over 26 on the left side of the equation. Remember, it doesn't matter whether you have a number equals x or x equals a number. It's the same thing. Congratulations on completing solving linear equations. Now that you've learned how to solve linear equations, let's do something a little bit different. Chris, what do you have up for us next?